Hey guys, it's Ding Fries are done today. We are here. I think it's episode 6. I'm not 100% for sure, but I am your host, Alex, and with me today is Chris
What's
and
up?
Center. Go ahead and say
Hunter,
hi.
say hi.
Hi.
Get my butt.
So today we will be bringing you WoW news and other game-related news. I've been extremely busy this week, so I'm hoping that my co-hosts have a little bit better news than I do. Oops. But I'm not.
Did find something out on Diablo 3 though.
There you go. You can be our Diablo 3 expert.
Yeah.
Oh, I was playing that, and I was, playing my Crusader. You know how I said before, Crusader was so easy. Well, I started getting the expansion stuff, and stuff where to slaughter me. But I noticed with the normal Blizz thing, as soon as I started getting expansion gear, which you don't start getting until 61 in that game, I don't know why it's 61, then it became easy again. I guess it's normal Blizz thing, because like every expansion in WoW, the gear which you had before, like, you're so weak until you get the expansion gear.
Yeah, we're gonna feel that in a few months.
Yep.
Okay, so let's start with the news. This week I do know. Hold on, I gotta reopen my phone because I was bad and I let it go to sleep. Bad phone. Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire remakes will be coming to 3DS this year. So I wonder if they're gonna be doing a remake sort of like the Fire Red Leaf Green.
Man, I wish I cared about that.
Hey man, I do Pokemon, so I mean, what can I say?
Yeah.
I'm not much of a Pokemon person.
That was the biggest thing on the breaking news, next to Minecraft netting a shit ton of money. And I was like, how did Minecraft net so much money? But
Because
whatever.
Minecraft is entertaining if you like to build things mindlessly.
Minecraft is the younger kids thing right now. You're not seeing that many younger kids into World of Warcraft and stuff like that anymore because they could play Minecraft and they can build their own stuff. So, I mean, they can make their own games.
Yeah.
See, alright.
I guess I'll go next then if you're done.
I was going to go on to World of Warcraft news.
Oh, go ahead.
There is a new World of Warcraft book by Christy Golden coming out. It's called War Crimes. I haven't read the post 100% yet, but from what I understand, it's pretty much going to be about the trial surrounding Garrosh Hellscream and I think about how he gets away and stuff too. So if you're interested in that, definitely go check it out.
They just put a book out for Diablo 3 too.
Ah, so I
can't
didn't know about
remember
that.
the author is. Yeah, I just seen it on the that thing when you log on Blizz,
Mhm.
but I couldn't see who would buy it. It zoomed by so fast. I just seen they put a book out for that with the expansion.
Nice.
Reapers of Souls, which is a pretty good name for it after playing the expansion.
There is a BlizzCon ticket buying tips up on the site if you want to go check that out. If you are interested in buying BlizzCon tickets, definitely. Me and Chris are going to be doing the virtual tickets. We'll stream as much of it as we can, but I've got to find out the rules on all of that stuff. I'm sure that they say, you can't stream it live, so we'll stream it. I'll probably record it and then stream it later on with my or stream it, and we'll talk about it as it's going through it, give you guys our ideas, and then we'll do a version where it's just the recording, so you don't hear us chit chatting. That way, you guys can have some fun with that.
BlizzCon's on my birthday this year.
Nice. So
Yeah, the day before my birthday and the day after.
I'll have to remember that, so that way when BlizzCon comes around, I can give you a couple gold or something. Okay, Siege of Orgrimmar changes in patch 6.0. This is going to be the pre-Warlords patch. I am very, very excited about this. So, says in the recent dev water cooler rating in Azeroth Part 3 Warlords of Draenor, we discussed some of the raid changes coming up in the next World of Warcraft expansion. Before Warlords of Draenor launches, players will have a chance to experience the new raid structure firsthand. Yes, they're going to be giving us Stat Squish 6.0. They're going to be giving us Mythic, Normal, LFR, and both Mythic and... Hold on, I gotta go scroll down a little bit here. Mythic, or Normal and Heroic difficulties will both support flexible raid sizes. Yes, finally. And then they're going to give us the Mythic. So we'll be able to play with that before the expansion. The Stat Squish, if I didn't already say that, Hit and Expertise will no longer be on items that it's already on. It will now be replaced with a more useful one. I am curious, this doesn't say anything about reforging. They're taking away reforging from what I understood next text pack. I wonder if they're taking it away in 6.0 or not.
That'd be interesting to find out, because when they said taking out reforging, I'm like, well, that's going to make it interesting. You pretty much have everybody the same. There won't be no really different.
Well, in all
All
reality,
about skill then.
Specs and stuff, yeah.
well,
So,
in all reality, there's nobody that's different really. Anyways, it is really skill based because there's a cookie cutter build. We all go to Mr. Robot or whatever you may use to find your reforges out, and you reforge what it says. So
I read that's why they're taking out the reforging stuff, because they want to get rid of like Mr. Robot and those extra websites and extra add-ons and all that stuff. They want to get rid of all that.
I don't know that they want to get rid of Mr. Robot necessarily, because they support their fan sites, and Mr. Robot's kind of a fan site. But they definitely want to get rid of the need to use such sites.
Yeah,
But in
that's a better way to put it. Yeah, because I seen what is it called? Interview with some of the BlizzCon or Blizz head designers and stuff, and that's what they say. They want to get rid of the need to use them
right.
and just go basic.
Okay, in addition to the above changes, Flex Raid will cease to exist. The new Raid queue interface will be there. The new group finding tool will be available for Heroic Siege and Normal Siege for Cross Realm. Siege of Orgrimmar achievements will be relabeled according to the new difficulty. So Heroic Malkorok would be Mythic. Credits for those will also be changed for people that got them pre 6.0. The Garrosh Hellscream ahead of the curve and cutting edge feats of strength will now be removed. So if you don't have your mounts, get it.
I already got it.
With release of patch 6.0, the drop rate of heirloom weapons from Garrosh Hellscream on normal, heroic, and mythic. So normal being your flex version, your current flex version, heroic being your normal version now, and mythic being your heroic version now, will be significantly increased. Players who have not yet got any heirlooms, like this guy here, this guy right here, will get a 100% guaranteed chance of getting a spec appropriate heirloom when defeating Garrosh on normal difficulty or higher. So we got to get a flexed Garrosh together that can actually kill him. Once 6.0 comes out.
I think we get all our buddies on. We could probably down them. Then I got my Pally now, so I can solo tank them. That'd help a lot on the DPS, because then you can have next to DPS in the party.
Says the chance of receiving additional heirlooms beyond the first will also be increased. So this is nice.
Yeah. I got my first one, but I've downed him like 5-6 times, and I still haven't got another heirloom.
Yeah.
Be nice to get more of those.
When Warlords of Draenor is released, though, Garrosh Hellscream will no longer drop heirlooms, so no farming heirlooms for your ult. Sorry, guys. You better farm them now. The Kokron Juggernaut mount, being a guaranteed drop from Mythic Garrosh, will now be a rare drop, sort of like Invincible's Iranians and Nimrod's Head. So, or those are the two that they use, but there are others like the Onyxian Drake, which I got finally after about what? How long do you think I farmed for that, Chris? Since level 80? All other loot achievements and cosmetic rewards, such as the Transmog set, the rare battle pets, things like that, will remain unchanged. So that is nice to hear. Chris had some other news for us.
Well, the main thing that I had found was that I found interesting was on Wowhead.com. You can see a whole article on the Spires of Iraq Zone preview. And at the beginning of this, it actually is going to tell you that in Q1 of 2014, WoW actually lost a total of 200,000 subscribers, which is not actually that bad relative to the previous years, down to 7.6 million. The main thing that it's highlighting here, or going over, is that there is both a normal designation, which is a leveling zone aimed at level 96 players, and there's a dungeon designation for the Spires of Iraq. And this dungeon is actually going to entail 4 bosses. Let's see, it's Rukasha, I believe is how you would say that. Ranjit, Master of the Four Winds, Arachnath, and High Justikar Vidya. Some of the abilities that these bosses are going to be using are things you would expect from an avian type, boss. Pierce armor. Caster's next attack pierces the target's armor for great physical damage. Victims of this attack are affected with pierced armor, which is going to cause them to receive 10% more damage from pierced armor for each application. A very standard thing, stacking debuffs on the tank. Solar Flare reanimates all piles of ash within 5 yards of Solar Flare that will pursue an enemy target at random. When the familiar reaches the target or is brought to 0 health, it will explode. Obviously, there's also a kill mechanic for this boss, almost like any other boss that you would encounter. It's called Sunstrike. The caster explodes for 41,625 to 48,375 fire damage to all enemies within 100 yards. The explosion forces the caster to go dormant. Any piles of ash within 5 yards of the caster will activate. There are numerous other abilities for each of these bosses. Each one has its own kill move. Ranjit has 4 winds, which is going to be a gigantic gust of wind. Burst is Arachnath's kill command, not kill command, but kill move, and then Cast Down, which I think is pretty funny. High Justikar Vidya summons a Solar Zealot to grab a player and throw them over the balcony, which pretty much is going to throw you over the edge and kill you, which is going to be pretty funny. But the main thing that I really liked on this whole article here are the screenshots and the model rendering that they're showing us. I don't know if any of you guys can see this, Alex. I don't really know if you're on the website or not, but
I'm scrolling down so that they can see it.
It is definitely, if you could click on one, that'd be great, and show them, especially the dark one or the one. It's looking pretty stunning, to be honest.
It does look.
The zones are looking really nice.
Kind of sounds like it's kind of like Wrath of the Lich King with stacks. Because he kind of throws you over the edge too if you're not paying attention.
Who?
Wrath of the Lich King.
Talking about the Lich King?
Yeah, the fight.
Okay.
Yeah, because he could throw you over the edge if you're standing in front of him by the edge.
Oh well, it's only if the Frost Orb hits you.
Yeah.
But anyways, honestly, I'm not gonna go and ramble on about the different textures and everything like that they're using with this, but I really thought that it was pretty interesting, all of the information that they're actually putting out there for this. There's a big long blue post by Chris Robinson, the senior art director on World of Warcraft. It's pretty interesting. If you have a chance, check it out. Really, other than that, there's not really that much besides you can click on the map, which is actually pretty funny looking because it's really bad. By clicking the zone designation link on this article, you can actually listen to some of the ambient sounds that are present within the zone, which is actually pretty cool, I think. Gives you a little bit of foreshadowing to what you might be able to expect from the zone while leveling through it. And pretty much besides that, there's really not that much interesting going on with this zone. Actually, something else that you might be interested in is WoW had a really big overhaul on their interface when you visit the site. It really took me by surprise when I checked it out. It's definitely not the same WoWhead that I'm used to at all. You guys check it out if you guys are interested.
For a while.
It seems like it might take a minute to get used to, but it does seem like it's going to be more streamlined. So,
Yeah, I know someone checked it like a few weeks ago and it was like way different than when I used to use it, like Wrath of the Lich King and stuff. It's kind of
Oh,
confusing.
they actually changed it even more now, and this has
Yeah.
only been going on maybe about since a couple days to a week maybe. It's definitely different. You can actually scroll down. It's more like a news feed with small sections from each one of their the top leading stories and everything. You click on continue reading to make it larger, obviously. And Alex really hit on a lot of stuff that has to do with Warlords of Draenor. So I mean, unless you want to go check out the Warlords interview, which actually
Which I already did. It's pretty good. The
Well,
one
if you
thing
want
that
to give some
caught my
notes about
attention
it.
is they're keeping the thread they did in Pandora. They said they want to keep it like that, know where the tank pretty much guaranteed thread all the time, where they think it's more exciting for the DPS that way, so they don't have to be watching their threat and have an add-on for thread to make sure they don't pull off the tank, where they can just, like they do in Pandora now, where they can just DPS all they want and they shouldn't get the threat. Unless it's a pretty crappy tank. They didn't add that, but that's
forgot
what I
the
probably they're
defensive
getting
stance. Oops, forgot defensive stance. Oops, forgot
Yeah.
blood presence.
to. Yep. Yeah, stuff like that, or crappy DPS, I should say, in there too, because like you said, no, being in certain stances for the DPS and the tank.
Uh-oh. Just lost Chris. Well, we are experiencing technical difficulties. Chris, you back?
What do you mean my back?
Oh, we lost you. We lost your camera.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Now your camera's
I
come
lost
back.
you for a second too, because I seen you were on Skype where it says you were lost for a minute. You were doing that last night too.
Last
Yeah.
night I was on my iPad though, so.
Before, sorry. My days kind of roll on the necks anymore, it seems like.
Uh,
Well, I guess we actually skipped what we did this week, so we'll go ahead and go on with that. We'll go with Zenther first. Zenther, what did you do this week? Doesn't have to be WoW related, could be whatever.
Pretty much, took my boss to the doctor and working a lot in school, and then I beat Diablo 3 for the first time for the expansion. Never done that. That was kind of interesting. And like we said before, I had a lot harder time until I got gear. Even though, like, when I went back and did it again, tried to get max level out of it, I was still pretty weak until I got the expansion gear for it.
So, Chris, what did you do this week?
well, I do have quite the exciting announcement to make. I happened to beat Dark Souls 2, which is quite the accomplishment for me. I was very, very excited about it. I worked a lot, obviously, like I always do, working 40 hours. Let's see. I packed all my things up because I'm going to be moving here soon. Not that far, but moving into a new place, so that'd be cool. Be out of my own. Other than that, I really don't think I really did anything that interesting.
Well, let's see here. I've been packing my stuff because, as some of you guys might know, I am moving as well. Moving in with Chris. We're going to be sharing a place. We're going to set up our living room like a radio studio and hopefully bring you guys better podcasts and
Play some WoW.
play some WoW together. And yeah, so that ought to be fun.
Play some WoW. Click, click. Click, 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 click.
And just so you all know, it is no homo. Okay.
Yes, they're definitely not any homo here.
We've known each other for several years. It's more like a sibling relationship. Actually, you know it's better than a sibling relationship because you always fight with your siblings. But, it's what everybody says. He's my brother from another mother and father. So that was fun. Shoot, I don't know. I don't know what else I did. My WoW accounts went dead this week. Oh, I spent a lot of time playing RuneScape. We got a ton of viewers from RuneScape now. So I've got to give you guys a shout out. Yeah, me and my brother, Bloodhound, my biological brother, he is my brother from the same mother and father. Been playing a lot of RuneScape. So we shot up as soon as I threw that RuneScape title in there with Bloodhound. We shot up from like 7,000 viewers to 107,000 viewers. So he's actually helped us out a bit. So yes, don't worry. Just because I'm moving in with him doesn't mean I will not be doing RuneScape. I will still be doing RuneScape. I still plan to do Pokemon as well. I still plan to do all kinds of stuff. I want to cover all games on our channel. Not all.
You still going to do Diablo 3?
I'm really, really tempted to do Diablo 3. That was one thing I didn't mention yet. We were actually, me and Zinth have been talking about doing a Diablo 3. We're going to try and do a power leveling trip and some stuff like that. So that's in the works. Currently, I can't afford Diablo 3.
How much is it for the regular?
It's $39.99 each.
Ah, dang. I thought we'd get the expansion, but I might be able to get the regular one.
Expansion and gave it me the regular one. I didn't even buy the regular one. I just bought the expansion and gave it all to me in one thing.
Was that $39.99 then?
No, he paid.
No, that was $60. I did the Vance one,
He did.
which I found it wasn't really worth it. It didn't really give me anything really. So
Yeah, he
Well, we
did
gave you some avatars for your StarCraft. There was an in-game pad that I think you could get in World of Warcraft.
yeah. See, I already got that Vance on Warcraft, so I already got it. I wasn't paying attention. I just thought I'd give it, but you didn't though.
Well, don't you also get like is it only when you have the expansion or when you pre-order that you got the Crusader?
The expansion, you get the Crusader.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you might just have to buy the expansion. Just try it out, like I said. That's all I did, and I got the whole game and everything. They had to do like another download, but it only took like maybe 15 seconds.
God, Lexi, go away.
But yeah, I got the Crusader, and I think you'd be a good class to power level if your other tune, whatever one you do.
It says
They have a constant like a buff for armor and stuff, and a constant heal on everybody for the party.
you get Crusader portraits for your and decals for your StarCraft 2, which would be cool for me because I do play StarCraft 2. I don't video it because I normally just play against the computer. I'm not good enough to play against people. But if you want to play a match against a really bad StarCraft player, leave me a message and I'll play you.
Type in the cow level and you'll win.
Say what?
So just type in the cow level and you'll win the level.
Yeah, I'm not the best. I can if I play Zergling, I can do Zergling Rush, but I'm still really slow. So if you're playing Zergling as well and you're faster than me, yeah, you won. So,
That really was a cheat code, by the way, just so you know.
I don't think it's a StarCraft 2 cheat code.
It is. I know at least the regular StarCraft, I remember, I'm pretty sure that it was the cow level. You typed it in, you beat the level.
I don't think it's StarCraft 2 cheat level because it's all online, so I don't think there are any cheats. But I could be wrong. I'll have to check that up now after this. You get a Treasure Goblin pet for World of Warcraft. You get a Spectral Helm minion and aesthetic artifacts for your characters in Diablo. I am playing currently Diablo. I played the up to level 13 for free or whatever it is. I've made it. I made a it's not a warrior. What is he called, Zinter? What's it?
Berserker?
Oh, Barbarian.
Barbarian.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the Barbarian, so I'll probably play
It's
that.
basically what the Warrior from WoW is based off of. You look, they're very, very similar.
Yeah, so it's kind
They
of.
might have different names for their abilities and stuff, but they're very similar.
Yeah.
The Warrior and the
Yeah, I've
Barbarian.
got Heroic Leap.
Yep.
I think I
Yeah,
got
the
Thunder
Crusaders
Clap.
got kind of like a heroic leap too, but it's different. They bounce totally off the screen and you land wherever your mouse is, which I did figure out how to actually finally use that ability. He just goes wherever your mouse is
Nice.
aimed at the time.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So,
It's
yeah,
kind of good offensive and defensive ability, even though it's his best damage. Like I do like 2 million damage now when I land on top of everything. But also, it's kind of nice, like with Diablo 3, they got all the plague shit all around you and the laser beams and all that, and you need to get out of there. It's a good ability to get the heck out of there, too.
So yeah, we'll cover some of that stuff. Oh, Azeroth Choppers. Episode 3 aired last week after our
Yeah, I
Our
see that. Yeah, it looks like they're not going to finish it in time. What it looks like right now.
well, it's reality TV. You see what's really
Yeah.
happened is they've shot in a 1 week span. It's actually been 2 weeks, so they make you think that we've only got 5 weeks, but we can do it in 10 weeks, but we can't do it in 5. But really, it's 10 weeks worth of recording, and they're just playing the old stuff for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's reality TV. I mean, they're gonna get it done. They're gonna get it done on
And then
time.
Fordside lost a member. They had some family issues or something like that. So they're down to only 2 people on their team. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at on that one. He didn't show them the bikes because they didn't have much done on them. But
Yeah.
who knows? It's kind of an interesting thing to watch. It's only like 7 minutes every week, so I'll watch it tomorrow. But well, I don't
Oh, you
know.
haven't watched week 3 yet?
No, I watched week 3. Tomorrow's week 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm bad. I watch it on the day it comes out, like a nerd. But
I-
I'll also watch Big Bang tomorrow
Where I
too.
see it
So
pops up on the thing.
I'll also watch Big Bang tomorrow though too. So
In theory.
yeah, Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, my aunt loves that TV show.
Bazinga.
I am such a freaking nerd. But hey, it is what it is. That's what this show's about, isn't it? It's about us nerds.
Oh, wow, dude, Diablo 3 looks way different than Diablo 1.
Yeah, there's like a 20-year difference?
Like
Yeah.
15, I think.
Something like that. I know it's a while.
Original Diablo wasn't even online, and then this later on, about 2 years after they made Diablo, they actually put it online. They put an online setting, which that was kind of cool because you could take your character and you could play on your computer, level it up, then you could go online. And a lot of games aren't like that anymore. They're just basically all online anymore. But with also different like technology and stuff too, because dial up before it was kind of a pain in the ass, so they allowed you where you could play not online and level up your character and get disconnected every 15-20 minutes out from dial up.
I'm punching people's heads off right now.
You're doing what?
I'm punching people's heads off?
Okay. You must be playing Diablo and you must be playing a monk.
Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah, the monk's pretty cool. Yeah,
played the
the
monk a little
PS3
bit.
I got Monk Max.
I remember I played the first Diablo and I had like fist weapons and they were pretty good.
Yeah, they're the only ones who could use fist weapons, a monk. But no matter what weapon you use as a monk, you punch everything.
Blizzard has released its financial report for its first quarter of 2014. The quarter ended on March 31st of 2014. Blizzard's revenues were 1.1 billion as compared with 1.32 billion of the first quarter of last year, which is a decline of 35%. I don't know how that's 35%, but whatever.
Well, because each billion is going to be 50% almost.
So did you get the expansion on there, Chris?
Oh, no, I definitely didn't buy it. I don't have the money to buy it right now.
Alright.
The only way I would have
I
the
thought
money to
you
buy it
were
right now
Alex.
is if Alex funded $35 worth of the bills we had to pay so I could buy it. Oh, come on. Let's go. You talk to me.
I thought you
wait.
and Alex, one of you guys would probably like the Demon Hunter. They're pretty cool. I couldn't get into them. I can't get in the range characters. Though the Crusader is mostly range, but he could do melee too, so I kind of like it.
I find it kind of funny that they've lost profits this year since they've got Diablo 3 that just came out. Warlords of Draenor pre-order just came out.
Yeah.
They're working on Heroes of the Storm. That's an alpha.
Hearthstone too. They got that.
Hearthstone just came out, but that's free to play, so I can understand why they don't make a whole lot of money off Hearthstone. But at the same time, I know I bought some cards
I think
during
you
beta.
can buy cards and stuff. Yeah, so they could.
I bought some packs. I think I probably put $100 into that game.
Damn, I didn't put anything in. I
I'm
just
bad.
bought all my cards. Or not bought them, but I won them all. Beating
I'm
people
bad.
online.
So
Yeah, my pally deck's pretty good on there. Everybody thinks they got him right off the bat. The pally decks are so slow, but by the time like 10th round comes out, I could start putting out my big creatures, and I just start healing like mad crazy.
Nice.
So you pretty much gotta get me in the 10 round. If 10 rounds you don't got me, then it gets pretty tough to beat me.
There was something else that I saw on here that I really wanted to say. I can't remember. I think it was a new game that was coming out or something. I just can't find it. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare DLC comes to Xbox first. That's not it. Well, guys, I guess that's pretty much it for us, unless you guys got something else. If you want to know what I use to find out my news, I use my phone. I got this app called Appy Gamer. You can actually add who you want to follow for news and things like that. So I've actually got it set up to follow everything, because this is a podcast about gaming in general, not just any one specific thing. Although we are bigger into World of Warcraft than anything else. Although recently it looks like we've been bigger into RuneScape than anything else. But you know, I'm down with either one. They're both fun.
I'm playing Diablo 3 than I have been playing WoW lately. Just, I don't know, need the new content for a while now.
Well, yeah. So if you guys want to check that out, you can get Appy Gamer. It is a free item, or a free app. So feel free to look it up. It's not benefiting us in any way, shape, or form. I don't have any special codes for you. Sorry. If the guys from Appy Gamer want to get a hold of me and want to set us up, you know, we'll be happy to, you know. Our guild, which is on Korgath, we are all forming our own guild now. Our old guild kind of had some issues, so we're actually going to be forming we've already formed a guild. It's already level 20. It's called Wrath of Thrall. We are on Korgath still, so if you want to come join us, we are looking this week. I won't be doing anything. I probably won't be doing anything WoW related or any recruiting until probably sometime between the 17th and the 24th. I'll become active again. I mean, my account will become active this Friday, but I won't become active like actively recruiting and stuff like that until the 17th to the 24th. Now, if you guys want to start, then we can, but we're definitely wanting to get into the patch 6.0 stuff. We're wanting to get into beta if we can, so come join us on that stuff. We'd be glad to have you. And we're pretty open guild. The way we're planning on working it is we're going to be a sort of a... You'll roll for your loot if you're in raid with us. And if you have gotten a piece, but somebody of the same gear type hasn't, at least this is how we've talked about it. It might not actually go this way. Then it'll go to the other person, because we kind of want to be the kind of guild that we don't just gear the guy with the roll hacks, which is me. We want to gear everybody evenly, or as even as humanly possible. So, cool on that. We have a 3-strike rule. You know, our rules are fairly simple. We're not family orientated necessarily. So I mean, if you want to
especially with grammar.
That was the one kind of thing what got me in that last guild, how family oriented it was. Did feel that way, didn't it?
It did. Yeah, but if you want to join us, we do have a TeamSpeak. You can get that information from us when you join us.
Is it TeamSpeak? I thought it was something else.
It's Raid Call,
I thought.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep thinking TeamSpeak. I'm going back to Eve. That's what it is. See you guys. I'm going back to Eve Online. I did think about turning back on my Eve account and streaming some Eve, but then again, I was listening to another podcast. I don't remember who it was, and they were like, Eve is really hard to get a hold of. I think it was the Instance. They're like, Eve is really hard to pay attention to, because if you're watching it and you're not an Eve player, you don't know what's going on. You just see a bunch of stuff flying around. If you're an Eve player and you're watching it, you're going, oh, yes, get him, get him, get him. And it's like a football game to you.
Oh, then it must be sound interesting.
So, well, you played Eve. You're just not intellectually there for Eve.
No, I said it sounds boring if you're gonna see like a football game.
Well, football sucks, but...
And I am intellectually there for Eve, I just choose not to play it. Thank you, sir.
So, yeah, I actually have my Blizzard up right now. You can see that Boom Headshot is in the Wrath of Thrall. He's not going to be my main for next X-Pack, just my main currently. Well, actually, I'm probably going to be leaning more towards my Warrior. Maybe I'll show you. Yep. Zenther will be the guild main tank, I'll be the guild off tank. It'd be fun. Although there really is not a real main tank off tank anymore.
No, it's not. There's one kind of controls it more, but most of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though?
Yep, so...
They kind of bring the boss where you need to and all that stuff, and it goes from there.
Yeah,
But other than that, there is really no main or off tank. With the stacks, you're always switching and stuff.
So yeah, if you want to join us, definitely in 2 weeks, hit us up. Or not 2 weeks, it's next week, isn't it? Not, look at the calendar again. Yeah, it's not next week, it'll be 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, hit us up. Definitely, there's no stupid other site that you've got to go to that's going to be chock full of viruses to apply. There's no, none of that junk. Just come talk to one of us, hit us up, saying, hey, I'm interested in joining the guild. Once you're in the guild, you can recruit all you want. Just, you're going to have a probation period. During the probation period, you can recruit, but you won't be able to see the guild bank, pull it from the guild bank, things like that. You got to kind of earn our trust, because there's some shady people out there in the world. So, yeah. You guys have anything else you want to throw in on the guild?
I mean, not really. I think you've pretty much covered it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
So yeah, if you're looking for a raiding guild and you're on Korgath, or if you're looking to start new on a different server and you want to play Horde, you want to play Korgath, come join us. We'll take you newbies, fresh newbies, like never played World of Warcraft or any MMOs at all. We'll take you to hardened veterans. We're planning on raid-wise next X-Pack. We kind of want an elitist group, which will be Group 1, but it's not necessarily going to be elitist. We're not going to be complete assholes, unless you're just completely...
Let's say Alex starts
I think
drinking.
we're pretty good teachers too. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Am I a good teacher there, Alex?
Yeah, Zenther taught me how to tank. I have tanked on my Warrior before, but it was at like level 60, 70. So he kind of taught me how to do all the fights, taught me the tanking, things like that. So yeah, Zenther's a good tutor if you want tanking help. Chris is a good tutor at monks and healers. Yeah, whatever he knows how to play pretty much. And then I kind of am sort of an elitist jerk. I read on every single class, and I could probably tell you how to play any and every class. If not, I can look something up and I can tell you within a few seconds. So definitely hit us up.
Pretty much any tanking class, other than maybe Druid, I know pretty much the better way, the spec and stuff.
Yeah,
just gearing up with like heroic tanks and stuff like that. I learned a lot from them.
Yep. And tanking is a little more hands-on, so that's something that I can't really teach you. It's something Zenther's going to have to teach you, and he's going to have to take you through some LFRs and teach you that way. At least that's the way I found it easiest. He might be able to teach you.
Yeah, that's the way I found it easiest is raid finders. Because in raid finders you can kind of ignore everything else that's going on, just focus on the tanking and...
Makes it a little easier.
You know.
So yeah.
Get more hands-on and stuff, or like 10-man stuff. You got to be paying attention to everything on like flexes and heroics and 10-mans.
So also going into the next X pack, we're really planning on recruiting heavily. Especially once we hit level 100, we're going to recruit any and every level 100 we can off the server. Because we want the way I envision it is when we're not able to run the flex because we're not geared enough, we're running LFRs together as a guild. We're running flexes together, or well, they'll be called.
Well, actually, in addition, there, heroic level gear, heroic dungeons are going to be the gears here actually be scaled up more, so it won't feel like it's such a necessity to run LFRs. Was another thing that was on that post.
Yeah, but LFRs give us some practice in the dungeon or in the raids as well. But we'll do some heroics as guilds. We'll do some LFRs as guilds. We'll be doing some flex. It won't be flex. It'll be normal. We'll be doing some heroic. We'll be doing some mythic. The plan is to get mythic kills, boss kills, all next X pack, and then we'll have a group 2 that'll be for the mythic raiders alts and for people that are just casuals. Because not everybody can make every single raid day. Not everybody can make set schedules, things like that. So that's all I've got. If anybody else has got anything, feel free. I feel like I've talked the whole show and you guys haven't done anything.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's been been good.
So yeah, definitely hit us up. Well, I guess we'll holler at you later.
And as always, stay classy, Azra.
And feel free and be ready to become Dizzified.